Yeah, okay, so public hearing, changes to local law, chapter 64, section 21. The changes to this code are from the planning department that the dock shall not exceed at least to the point at which the water depth is 4 feet to 3.5 feet at mean low water. And they're also asking for the change that the fixed dock may not exceed 4 feet except where needed for the ADA, which is the American Disability Act. Would anybody like to speak to this public hearing?
Alicia Chilak, Washington Street. I don't see a copy of what we're supposed to be making public comments on, so I don't believe you can have the public hearing. We've been down this road before. It's not here for the residents.
Let's do accept comment. We'll adjourn, we can, it won't be closed.
No.
We'll, then we can accept
We'll close
comment.
the next one.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other comments? Okay, do I have a motion to keep the public hearing open until November 12th meeting? No, November 9th meeting? Okay. Public bids for snow removal will be in November. I thought they were October, but they're in November, so that'll be next month. I call the meeting to order at 7:15. Pledge allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Frank?
Public safety report for September, it's been actually a little bit quiet this month. There's only 3 incident reports documented, all 3 were medical calls from the fire department. We had 6 parking violations, 1 quality of life warning for advertising, and 12 special event parking requests.
Billy does something. Okay.
Report by the Harbor Commission, John Lane, submitted. On October 11, 2017, meeting of the Harbor Commission, the following information was reported and announcements made. 1, mooring permit revenue, safety issues and ordinance violations for the year were very similar to the previous year. However, no large private vessels used the new Dolphins pilings that the town installed at the outboard end of its existing marina pier. Number 2, the town's Department of Public Safety has assigned a full-time office assistant to the Bay Constable who operates from the town annex building adjacent to the Port Jefferson launch ramp. This person will start working on October 16 and will be a welcome source of help primarily with mooring permit renewals for the winter months, as this position has been vacant for 2 years. Number 3, commission members will urge the town to assign a second person to the Bay Constable's patrol boat to assist him in the physical aspects of patrol and for safety and backup purposes. This person must be qualified in marine matters but would not be a peace officer. Number 4, the next meeting of the commission will be on Wednesday, November 8th at 6 p.m. This meeting will be the annual one to which the public is invited for the purpose of receiving comments, complaints, and suggestions about any aspect of activities in Port St. Harbor. Respectfully submitted, John Lane.
I don't have any announcements, but do you want to say anything about Halloween?
We're working on a plan,
Okay.
as we usually do. We're working on that extra officers to be on duty, and we'll probably discuss that, the results of the next meeting.
Okay.
Do you want me to be here in case we have to do a review?
Public comments? Alicia?
I wanted to know how come we haven't had a treasurer since June?
We haven't found anybody that's interested in taking the job yet. We're interviewing various people. When we find a good fit, then we'll let them.
Okay. So who's looking over the books?
The bookkeeper and myself.
Okay. Then I have 2 other things. I wanted to know, I saw that there's a resolution to award a contract to Fasco. Doesn't it have to go back out to public bid?
Does it, John? I don't think so,
What is it
because
for?
we already got the bids, they were too high. We couldn't
What is
afford
it
Yeah, but
that.
Fasco didn't bid that last time.
What is it for?
It was for the work in Sharon, Highview Avenue.
Um,
Remember, we did it twice. We've done it 3 times because of my trade card.
it's within the group of the last bids. They have to be one of the people in the last bid.
They weren't one of the bids, we took them out there to see it.
It wasn't.
Well, then we need to reject all the bids. I'm sorry, the resolution should be to reject all the bids and then have a rebid.
We don't have any bids, we rejected all of them last meeting.
We rejected all of them?
But Fasco wasn't part of.
Okay, we're not
this
talking,
group.
I'm talking to my lawyer, but thank you.
If we reject, we would have to rebid it again. How much is the job?
Well, last month, we got a cost of over
You would have to
$200,000.
do
We
it.
agreed to come up with a different way of taking care of the problem, because the residents are upset at this point that they can't even drive up and down the road. They have to fill the potholes with dirt and sand, people are getting hurt, and we all agreed that we would find another way to do it. So we were gonna bid out how we, not bid out, but see if the town of Brookhaven would give us a price on fixing the potholes. We went out with him, he gave us an excellent price, and we can afford it. So it seems to me that we should be doing
And how much
it
is the price?
for $78,000.
We should rebid it and ask them to come in through the bid process.
So then I'm gonna call a special meeting, because these
No, we
people have
should
been
have a
waiting
special
since
meeting.
May
Yeah.
to get the work done. Okay.
And then I have, my third question is, I saw you talking about one of the trustees on the board. Why aren't you addressing the other trustee who has a basement apartment?
All those issues have been addressed already.
There's still a basement apartment.
Again, they've been
And
addressed
it's not
already.
fair to go after one and not the other.
They've all been addressed already.
Well, hopefully they are equally.
They've all been addressed. Any other comments? Aaron?
Harry Berry, Silver Beach, Poquott. I have a letter that I'm going to read dated October 10th, 2017. Mayor Parish and Poquott Board of Trustees. A trustee is sworn to uphold the laws of Poquott. Trustee Richardson has an illegal apartment. I am requesting that code investigate immediately. Another example of Trustee Richardson acting in less than an exemplary manner was at the August board meeting. After heated words with Trustee Copeland, the meeting was adjourned, and while walking out of the room, he quietly referred to Trustee Copeland as "you Jew."
Excuse me?
This comment was heard by several
Excuse
people
me?
in
Liar.
attendance.
Liar.
It was offensive and hateful and not the character we expect from a member of the board. I am offended by this comment and expect an apology to Trustee Culberson and the residents. This is from the residents for Right and Just, which I signed, and others. A carbon copy is going to Mayor Parish. A carbon copy is going to the Board of Trustees, the Town of Brookhaven, County of Suffolk, Attorney General for the State of New York, Suffolk DA Tom Spoda, Newsday, Three Village Herald,
It's not funny.
and the Fire Department of New York, and the Mayor of New York.
I know, you're offended.
Thank you.
The mayor of New York.
Jeff, did you hear me say that comment?
What was that? We
Jeff,
can't hear
I
you.
don't
you
even
say
know if
yes?
you're Jewish or Catholic.
Neither.
All right, well, Harry, those are some big accusations.
It is.
Especially that it's a lie. I would never say something like that to somebody, and I have no reason to
It
say
was
something like
heard
that.
by several residents.
That night, I had a conversation with him face to face in that parking lot. Now, why would I say derogatory comment like that and still, like a man, have a conversation with him?
Major comment, thank you. Anyone else? Roger?
So on the government issue, Jeff, you made a good statement about codes and the ability to see our village codes. However, the E-code or whatever links, there's a link on the village webpage to the code. However, that has not been updated since 2014. And so it may be slightly behind whatever the board has done since then. And so what I'd recommend is that copies of all, just in the spirit of keeping everyone up to date, that any code that's passed, a PDF of that be on the web page until it's incorporated into the E-code. Because right now, we're just going blind about what changes have been made or haven't been made.
They only update it once a year.
Well, 2014 was more than a year ago, so, but,
I've made that point myself.
but it's within the village, it's within the capability of the village to publish the PDFs of the codes that are approved, so that, as you say, we can read them and have good access to what's going on. The other question.
Wait a second, hold on, sorry.
Yeah.
General code does that. There's a fairly significant cost to doing that, but they will, we should investigate that as far as you can, they'll have a little asterisk or something, there'll be a link on the page. Whenever you go somewhere, if anything on that page has been updated or there's anything else that's been updated, there'll be a link, if you pay for the service, that will give you the updated version or the changes. So we could look into that. I understand that it's very expensive, but
Well, what Roger was suggesting is that we just kind of go outside the code to kind of
Yeah.
look it out.
we could do that in the meantime, sure.
Well, yeah, definitely in the meantime.
Yeah,
Because there's no printed copy of the code other than on.
I put a lot of work into those things. I would like to see them out.
Yeah, exactly. The other question I had has to do with Belgian block. I was under the impression at one time that there was actually a tax district for Belgian block, and the village would buy a supply of Belgian block and then replace the ones that got knocked out. I was curious if that still existed, because that kind of edging has extra costs, and if so, if these new Belgian block projects will become part of that new taxing.
We've had the Belgian block every spring after the snow.
Right, but was
Just
there
like we do the berms.
was there a tax surcharge district for Belgian blocks at
No,
that time?
that was not.
Okay.
Anyone else? Benny?
I don't know Mr. Richardson personally. I did vote for him because I liked what he had to say. And it appears to me that this board just wants to get rid of him. So you're doing everything you can to piss him off, excuse my language. And he's gonna get so annoyed at everything that he probably would want to resign, and I don't want to see that. And I would just like to say something in his behalf. As I say, I don't know him personally. I can't believe he would do something like that from what I've seen when he was running for trustee. Thank you.
Thank you for your comment.
Thank you.
Any other comments?
I have 2 points. I was very disappointed that you ignored the will of the voters when you did not appoint Debbie Stevens, as everybody had indicated that's who they wanted. I know you can smirk, Dee, but you just thwarted what the people wanted. Also, I'm a little surprised that Harry is so offended after hearing the language that he has used over the years, the threatening and the bullying that has come from him. And we didn't write to the mayor, we didn't write to Spoda, it went on without a check.
Thank you. Any other comments? Okay, resolutions?
Got a motion to close? No.
Okay. Resolution 10-2017-1. Resolution adopting October 12, 2017 agenda as printed, so moved. All in favor? Motion carries.
Resolution number 10, 2017-2, resolution accepting the monthly reports from October 12, 2017. So moved.
Have a second? All in favor? Resolution.
Resolution 10-20117-3, resolution adopting minutes from September 14, 2017, work session of the meeting of the Board of Trustees. So moved.
Have a second? All in favor? Motion carries. Bill, you would read number 4.
Resolution 10-2017-4, resolution adopting the minutes from September 14, 2017, business session of the meeting of the Board of Trustees. So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Motion carries. Okay, so since now we're gonna curve once again, 5 through 10. Can we do a resolution to have a special meeting in 2 weeks on October 26th?
We're gonna rebid it and then we'll do a public bid opening.
Is 26 okay? We only need 2 weeks, right?
It's, yeah, it has to be 5 days. The notice has to come out 5 days before the opening.
Okay, so October 26th, we'll do a bid. You know, bids will be due for,
The 19th, so it'll be the 26th, right? So we'll put it out on the 19th. It'll be advertised on the 19th in the paper for a bid opening on the 26th.
so resolution directing Clerk Field to public notice accordingly for bids for both Highview and Sharon for curbing and paving. And then I need, also moved. Got a second?
Second.
All in favor? And motion to have a special working meeting of the Board of Trustees on October 26th at 6 o'clock. So moved?
Second.
All in favor? Motion carries, okay. All right, you can go to 11. No, 11, I'm sorry.
Resolution 10, 2017-11. Resolution directing Clerk Greenfield to schedule and notice accordingly public hearing for November 9th, 2017, on the local law of 2017, amending Chapter 57, burning.
Have a second? All in favor? Motion carries. Resolution 10-2017-12, resolution amending the zoning board of appeals application fee to $250 for the application, plus $250 for each variance request, plus the stenograph and any other consulting or professional fees to be paid by the applicant. So moved?
We had talked about making that paid up front rather than collecting.
Yes.
Is that
So
something
the
that we should
fees-
incorporate into the motion, or is that just simply presentation?
Okay, so the fees will be paid on the application, the set fees will be paid on the application.
The other fees are gonna go.
Yeah, that was the problem.
What I would do is I would, just say that the village clerk has the discretion, the village clerk has the discretion to require enough, to estimate and require enough from payment.
Didn't you say it was like a deposit, or it was a flat amount that we talked about? Joe, do you remember that? Like $250 or something up front for?
We never had any problems with anyone not paying after the fact, right?
Probably not.
I think 250 is a good idea. I don't know if I said that the last time, so I'm sorry, but I
It's
was,
$75 just to have the steno here, and it's $1 per page for the report. It's given for the steno. The last one we got was 36 pages. So you're talking $36 plus 75. So if you're to put up a deposit for the fee instead of,
I would make it 250, I think
It's
that's.
about 250.
Yes.
So how do we?
Okay, so
Do we
plus
need a
$250
motion?
for each variance requested, plus stenograph and any other consulting or professional fees to be paid by the applicant with an up fee,
With
a
a deposit
deposit of
required.
$250. So moved?
Second.
All in favor? Motion carries. Good luck with that, Nate.
Resolution 10, 2017-12, resolution amending the zoning board of appeals application fee for $25 for.
No.
We just did that one, I'm sorry. I'm not my mind's someplace else. Resolution 10, 2017-13, resolution approving outside counsel John R. Diricio, Esquire, to represent the zoning board of appeals for the ZBA application and hearing for the 25 Walnut.
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
All in favor? So you want to do checks?
okay. Unpaid bills to be approved, 12 bills, $1,655.51, consisting of Ace Hardware, $79.60. Began cleaning services, September cleaning for the village hall, $338.50. Wall Edelson, Virginia, September village justice, $250. Optimum, $94.90. DSE&G, September street bill, $396.31. DSE&G, September pole rental, $12.44. Small Business Management Associates, September bookkeeping, $297.50. Suffolk County Village officials, training seminar, $65. Dryad and Talcott bill, $123.96, again, total $16.55.51. Bills to be paid, 5 bills totaling $1,552.39, consisting of Campello, Middleton, and McCormick, legal representation, $33. Nelson Pope and Voorhees Engineering for the dock, $958.78. PSE&G bill of electric for Village Hall and Trustees Park, $472.20. PSE&G bill for California Park, $23.41. Suffolk County Village Officials Association Training Seminar, $65 again, totals $1552.39. One bill Home Depot, $135.66, greenhouse shed and Steve's Path work. 9 bills totaling $3,222.26. Big Yank Cleaning Service for August, $300. Cannon Financial Services, October, $216.75. 4D Landscaping, $1,360. Corinne Jacoby, August Videography, $300. Suffolk County Water Authority, $353.62. That's Village Hall and Trustees Park. Suffolk County Water Authority for California Park, $504.49. Suffolk County Water Authority bill for Walnut Park, $33.20. Times Beacon Record, public notices, variance hearings, $92.72. Verizon Wireless bill, $61.48, Village Code. Total $3,222.26.
Joe, can I just have a question? The water bills for the parks, the one, I heard California Park, maybe I misheard you. Did you say 500?
$500.
Why is it so high?
Why is that so much?
Because they only read a meter every 3 months.
Yeah, but the other parks,
I
right?
understand what's supposed to be brought out. Well, they,
Yeah, that's still.
Yeah, that's still
That
right.
seems-
That's what they said?
The other one was $3,000?
No, Suffolk County was 353, 25,
no, Walnut was $33.
$33.
No, it's 3,300, it was 33.
$353.62. And 504.49, I got those reversed, sorry. 300 was Washington and 504 was here, Village Hall and Trustees Park, sprinklers.
We don't have sprinklers down at all.
No. The only thing down Walnut is the spigot. Spigot down Walnut is $33.20.
We fix that. That's just $300-something for the Walnut. We don't-
Walnut
No,
was
it's
33.
Walnut's
$33.
33.
30,
Okay.
$33.20.
33.
Village Hall and Trustees Park, 504, and California Park, 353.62.
Okay, so they're both sprinklers.
Yeah, sprinklers,
The optimum bill for 94.90, what is that for?
cable for the village hall,
You mean the internet?
yes,
We should get that for free.
not in our contract. Some
They should give
reason,
us
some reason or other, they never wrote it in when they redid
We
the
don't have
contract.
Fios, though, we have cable vision, right?
Yes.
They should give us that for free. We should.
I've talked to both Fios and Cablevision regarding getting it free, and both of them said, until we get a new contract.
No, I'll call, it's Altice now, I'll call Altice and get that straightened out.
Okay,
And
motion
approval on
to,
the bills.
motion to accept the checks. Second,
Second.
all in favor? Motion to adjourn? Okay.